Hi students, how are you? Today I am teaching Olympiad Prep Guide Science for class 7, level 1 and level 2. Do you like last classes of mathematics? Today's lesson is light. It is chapter 17. Do you know about light? What is a light? Light is a type of form of energy. When light falls on objects, we can see the objects clearly. From where we get light, that is known as source of light. So sun is the natural source of light. When light falls on objects and then from the object the light enters our eyes, we can see the object. Light travels in a straight line. Suppose you take a pipe. Through the pipe you look. What you see? The inner side of the light, and if you put an object at the other end of the pipe, then you can see the object. Now you take another pipe. The pipe is not straight, like bent, and one side you kept, one end of the pipe you kept on your eyes and other end of the object. Now you observe the object through the bent pipe. Can you see the object? Can you see? No, you cannot see the object. Like this we can say the light travels in a straight path. The property of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay? What is called rectilinear propagation of light? Now we say about reflection of light. Reflection means when light comes from the source. Which is natural source? Sun. Sun is the natural source, and from we can get light from candles, bulb, table lamp, etc. When light comes from the sources, it falls on a surface. The surface is known as reflecting surface, and it goes out. The ray coming from the source is known as what is incident ray, and it hits the surface and go outside. The ray go outside from the surface is known as reflected what? Reflected ray. Okay? In case of reflection, we get two types of reflection. One is regular reflection and other is irregular or diffuse reflection. When parallel rays come from a source and hits the surface, and after reflection, if the reflected rays are parallel to each other, then this type of reflection is known as regular reflection. For regular reflection, thus reflecting surface must be what? Smooth and polished. For example, mirror. In case of mirror, what we can find? Regular reflection of light. Otherwise, the reflection is irregular. When it is irregular, when parallel rays come from the source and after reflection, the rays will not parallel. then this reflection is known as irregular or diffuse reflection. Sometimes diffuse reflection is also very important. In case of the screens of cinema halls, what surface is used? Irregular surface is used so that the images can be seen clearly. The reflection of light by a plane mirror. Do you see mirrors? In case of a mirror, there is an aluminium or silver thick layer. It is called the silvering of the mirror. It is responsible for the reflection. Due to this layer, the light cannot pass through it. Okay? And another to say, that is, when light comes from the source and it hits the surface, where it hits the surface, the point is called, what is called? Point is called incident point. Okay. And the surface, when it hits the surface and goes outside, the ray is known as, what is ray? That is reflected ray. The point of incidence, at the point of incidence we draw a normal, and now the incident ray and the normal makes one angle, and this angle is known as angle of incidence. Similarly, the reflected ray and the normal make one angle, and this angle is known as angle of reflection. Understand? This. And we know two laws about the reflection. The incident ray and the normal and the reflected ray always lie on the same plane. Okay? And another property, the angle of incidence, it is represented by I, always equal to the angle of reflection, and angle of reflection is represented by R. So I is always equal to R. Understand clearly? Now some questions here. We find which of the following is a natural source of light? Here we get four options. Number A, electric lamp. Number B, electric bulb. C, torch. D, sun. Now, which is the natural source of light? I said already. Which one? It is sun. Okay. Now another question. Rectilinear propagation is, number A, property of traveling in curved lines. Number B, property of traveling in a straight lines. Number C, ability to bend around obstacles. Number D, none of these. Now which one correct? Number B, property of traveling in straight lines. Okay. Then another question. Which of the following statements is incorrect? A, reflection from a smooth surface is called regular reflection. Number B, the angle in the incidence ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. Number C, incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie on the same plane. Number D, the angle of incidence is greater than the angle of reflection. Now, which one wrong? Number D is wrong. The angle of incidence is greater than the angle of reflection. Thank you. Bye bye.